Alright, Shalom. First off, we want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostle and elders, a great millstone. Honors and salutations to you brothers that's preaching this word in sincerity and truth. You know, and Shalom to sincere listeners and believers thereof. Alright, this is a couple of the brothers from the great millstone, Bay Area, San Francisco camp. I'm the brother Yariala.
I'm the brother Shamar.
Yeah, we're just doing the in transit. Alright, you know, and we're just gonna just straight hop into it, and Lord's will just be edifying. This is St. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah, so you're supposed to seek first the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and everything else that you need to sustain yourself in this society is going to be provided for you, you know. Because if you're doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, it will only make sense that he will take care of you, right? Because you're trying to serve him. You need, you know, the bare necessities, so to speak, in order to maintain yourself, as far as being able to commute, or having a roof over your head, or having a job for some type of income for your spot with the roof over your head. All right. If you have children, being able to make money and take care of your children and stuff like that, and whatever other bills and stuff you gotta take care of. If you're focused on serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai first and foremost, all those other things are going to be taken care of. All right, through the Spirit.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, you know, don't be too simple about it. Like just not even attempting to take care of stuff, and just like, you know, on some bug out shit. Yeah, you gotta put initiative to take care of the worldly things you gotta take care of. I'm just saying, if you're doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai first and foremost, then the Spirit's gonna be with you in order to take care of everything.
That's right. I just had the precept Salakia. Hold on, bear with me, Akim. Wow, it was just on the screen.
Yeah, because
go ahead.
the Lord, all the animals, they don't never think about where they're gonna find food or how they're gonna eat and everything. All right, yet Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he takes care of all the animals. You know, they survive just fine. All right, without nobody, without anybody else providing for them.
Right here.
And the Lord, if you take care of the animals and they're surviving, you know, how much more his servants.
It's real quick, and I'll pull that scripture as well that you're referring to. This is Psalm 37 and 4. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
Yeah, and the desires of your heart shouldn't be shit in this world, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, the desires of your heart should be spiritual things. All right, because everything in this world, that's just extra, and really, if you overindulge in it, it can destroy you. So your desire shouldn't be for things that are worldly. All right, your desire should be things that are spiritual. All right, the prime example of that is King Solomon. Was he desiring the worldly things? No, he desired spiritual things, and then he got worldly things because his mind frame was getting in spiritual things.
That's right. That's right.
And that's how you're supposed to be right now. All right. Yeah, we're in this world. Yeah, our desire isn't to be rich in this world. All right, our desire is to be rich spiritually. All right, storing up our riches in heaven. And by us having that mentality, the Lord provides us with money to take care of ourselves and the other things that we need to take care of.
That's right. That's right.
All right. He gives us our daily bread, and that's all we need. All right. With food and raiment, be content. All right. As long as you're able to pay all your bills and you're not struggling to check, you know. Really, as long as you got a house over your head, really you should be happy, more than content. You know. Because you have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding first and foremost. That's not given to everyone. And then at the same time, you have a roof over your head, man. You're able to have your own place at the end of the day. A lot of people, they can't say that.
That's right. I got this one too. It's referring to, this is 1 Kings 3:1. And Solomon made affinity with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her into the city of David until he had made an end of building his own house and a house of the Lord in the wall of Jerusalem round about. Only the people sacrificed in high places, because there was no house built unto the name of the Lord unto those days. And Solomon loved the Lord, walking in the statutes of David his father, Only he sacrificed burnt incense in high places. And the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for that was the great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings did Solomon offer upon that altar. In Gibeon the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. Yeah, and it speaks about the Lord appearing to you in a dream by night in Job. You know, the Lord is still your instruction, and the Lord can give you visions and deal with you, as in this what we're reading about right now. When the Lord came to Samuel, you know, while he was resting, the Lord called on Samuel 3 times. You know, it says verse 6 once again, and Solomon said, verse 5 once again, Salakia, and in Gibeon the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and the Most High said, ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said, thou hast showed unto thy servant David my father great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth. And King David was instructing Solomon, you know, I believe the chapter before, of how to be a man and pretty much walk like he did, you know, but really better, you know, than King David. Like walk after the statues of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yep. You know, do house cleaning, of course, like do away. You know what? You know the Lord's Salakia, the King David, he said to you know, to deal with certain enemies accordingly, you know, according to wisdom as well, you know, and to what? Walk in the statutes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because that's what really makes you a man. Be obedient, you know, to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you know. In this case, and in this era, in this point we're reading about, in this time that we're reading about, be obedient to Yahweh, you know. And Solomon said, thou hast showed unto thy servant David my father great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth and in righteousness and in uprightness of heart with thee. Yeah, because King David was a man after the Yahweh's heart. Yep. Okay, you know. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, and that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne as it is this day. And now, O Lord, my power, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in, and thy servant is in the midst of thy people which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for a multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and evil. Did he say like, I'm gonna just be a, you know, I'm king, so I'm gonna just be a complete demon and an overlord and a tyrant, you know, just abuse the Lord's people? No. All right, the answer is no. Yeah, go ahead.
That was the first thing that came across his mind.
Exactly.
When he was thinking of something to ask for, he didn't even think about himself first.
Yeah.
Because by him asking for that, yeah, it applied to him. Yet it wasn't about him. It was about everybody. Okay. Because he was asking about having discernment from good and evil to be able to judge properly. Okay. Or to judge the nation of Israel properly. That's what he cared about. Being a proper leader over the nation of Israel in righteousness.
Yep. And that's spiritual, because King Solomon is Yahweh Shai, and us being, you know, Lord's will, the hopeful elect, us being joint heirs, what we're going to be rulers, judges of the earth. You know, Psalms the 2nd chapter. Okay. Romans 8:16 to 17 verse. All right. You know. So what we're learning the balance of it all through these trials and tribulations, being here in Babylon, pretty much. All right, you know. Yet we're learning through the example of the scriptures. All right, coming back into our remembrance and learning from our faults. All right, you know, we're getting it. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're getting it right on this side. You know, it says, give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and evil, good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? In the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. That the Lord was pleased, because he wasn't asking nothing vainly. He was asking for spiritual gain, to be beneficial. All right, beneficial to the nation of Israel. It says, and that was pleasing unto the Lord. Verse 11, and the Most High said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor has asked the life of thine enemies. See, that's something a nigga would ask for. That's something a demon would ask for. These things. That's what they show you in that movies. If a person has to get like some sort of power or to get a wish. Yep, the spirit. You got it.
Yeah, he didn't have that type of mind frame. He wasn't thinking about. Basically, he wasn't being selfish.
Yep.
Because that all applied to him, taking out wishing something upon his enemies, or for riches, all right, for wealth. All right, all those different things. That was basically selfish things that you could have asked for, but he didn't ask for none of that. He asked for discernment to judge over our people in righteousness. All right, he wanted more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, and just because, well, you can continue on. I ain't gonna jump the gun.
Okay. It says, 1 Kings 3:11, and the Most High said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor has asked the life of thine enemies, but has asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee.
So he gave him more than what he asked for, as far as the understanding. Let's
continue. Salakia. Verse 13, and I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. Yeah,
so he gave him more than what he asked for, because he didn't ask for any of those selfish things that the Lord wished. For long life, for riches, all right, or for the death of his enemies. He asked for something that was spiritual, all right, not anything that's carnal, all right, because all those things are carnal. Wishing for a longer life, wishing for riches, wishing for the death of your enemy, all right. What was he focused on? He was focused on ruling the nation of Israel and having discernment from his discernment increased by the Most High.
That's right.
And just because he asked that, like I said, that pleased the Most High what he asked, and what he gave him more than what he asked for, to make him so great that there was nobody else that was like him.
Yep. Yeah, because ultimately he knew what he was dealing with. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's people, in which even Solomon was what? It's under who? Of course, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and what he was considerate about what? Yahweh's chosen people, Yasharallah, the nation of Israel, in which this time, what? We're to be considerate about the Lord's little ones, brothers in His truth. How we deal with one another, man. How we we are to be more charitable with one another. Just hitting that point. But I'll bring this out. All right, bouncing off the last precept that we brought out. This is Saint Matthew chapter 19. Verse 27, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah, so our reward isn't going to be on this side pretty much. All right, our reward is receiving salvation, but our real reward is being in the kingdom, man, being on those 12 thrones, all right, ruling, being on judges in Israel.
Yep.
All right, that's the real reward, receiving that crown of, all right, crown of glory, all right, from Yahweh Shai. That's the real reward. It ain't nothing that we could receive on this side right now that would be considered a real reward compared to what we gonna receive.
Because even during the time when King Solomon, when he received all those blessings, he said what? It all was vanity, because what? It wasn't the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, we were still in these flesh. He at the end he still went off, and he had to suffer the consequences thereof, which was also told to him in his lifetime as Solomon. You know, that the judgment played out when he came back as Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
All right, you know, all right, and what? Yahweh Shai haven't got his kingdom yet. He got his glory in the heavens. He drunk his cup. You know, so this is, like the brother's saying, this is what we're about to get in the kingdom to come. All right, that's why we're seeking the kingdom, and what did the scripture say? The kingdom is within us. All right, starting with what? This knowledge, man, coming back into remembrance whereof we were, and who we are today, who we always been, man. All right, because what? Israel is a people before it's a place. Talking about the kingdom of Israel is us. It has to consist of people to be a kingdom. You know, just like this is the kingdom of Esau. It's Esau's kingdom. Doesn't it has to be Edomites? You know. So the kingdom of Jacob, of Israel, ultimately of Yahweh Shai, you know, and ultimately, you know, the whole nation. First and foremost, the elect. All right, the 1/3. You know, be delivered. All right, you know, and bring back, be delivered through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and be brought back. Bring back the 2/3. Okay, and then what? Ultimately, the 2/3 that be destroyed here, they're gonna still inherit the kingdom. Well, it'll go a little bit more into it. You know, yet they're still going to inherit the kingdom as well. You know, they're still Israelites. You know, they're still going to. The Lord is still is going to uphold his covenant with Israel. They're just going to have to die through death by pain. Yet after that, they're going to be all good. You know. Yet it's going to be order and rank to this, man. You know, with the elect being the governing body of Israel, Yahweh Shai being on with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and you know, the governing body of Israel, the elect, and then the rest of Israel, you know, the 2/3 which are brought back. Verse 28, the same Matthew 19 and 28. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, which the regeneration is talking about what? This lifetime, because what, we've been here more than once. There's nothing new under the sun. All right, just like the scripture said, a lot of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. All right, so all the prophets are back here today. Okay, it says ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, and every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. You know, pretty much what? Being selfless, man. All right, putting off this world, the pleasures thereof. All right, you know what? And following after Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, seeking the kingdom and that which is pleasing unto the Lord. You know, and what, man? You're going to get rewarded. We're going to be rewarded for this, man. And the reward is right here, because what? The destruction is right here, man. The destruction is not. Esau is down for the count, man. He's through. He's getting exposed. These nations are talking big shit, man. And the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is moving on this devil, man. All right. Esau just need to make his last moves, and he's through, man. He's out of there. All right. Verse 30. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. You know.
Right now we're the last, yet, and we came out last. Jacob and Esau, but we're going to be the first.
Yep.
Right? First of the, you know, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Right now we at the bottom, but we're going to be at the top very soon, in the near future.
That's right. Even 2/3, you know, they're going to be lower. They're going to be, you know, guys like Mayweather. They're going to be last. They're going to be like, they're going to have the shame and everything. They're going to be low in the kingdom. Yet they're still going to be great. They're still going to be better. They're going to be wealthier. All right, they're going to be greater, have more glory and riches and everything than every heathen, especially Esau. All right, you know, it's going to be order in this in the kingdom. Okay, totally contrary and opposed to this wicked ass queendom, man. And the women are going to be put in total subjection. You best believe that. You know. So yeah, man, that's what we have to look forward to, you know, and it's near, man. All right. You have anything to add? Yeah. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out once again, giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakal Kodash. All right. Shalom.